So now are we going to look at how to measure body fat on ourselves?
Yes. So if we look at 5 pounds of fat and 5 pounds of muscle, they weigh the same. However, this is what it would look like. This would be 5 pounds of fat, 3 big grapefruits, okay? If we did muscle, look at the comparison, okay? So even though they weigh the same,
the volume
is different. And that's what you saw with Kelsey, is that even though she was heavier at 140, she looked smaller because she had more muscle and less fat, okay? That's very critical.
Amazing.
Now at home, let's try a test to see what your body fat percentage is.
We're gonna have Renee help us with that.
Yeah, Renee's gonna come on up.
Renee, come on up.
Okay. Now, typically, if you wanted the most accurate measurement, you would use something called a caliper. So you'd go to a gym or to a therapist, they'd use a caliper to weigh. We're gonna do something what I call the inexpensive way, the accessible way. How about that? You turn around for a second. So you're gonna take the point of your shoulder to your elbow, and we're gonna do the tricep. And you're going to pinch your skin like so. You wanna pinch the fat and skin away from the muscle that's underneath. Once you pinch it, this is when a caliper comes into handy, then you take it and you measure what that would be like, and you measure it in millimeters. So this is about I would say 15 millimeters, okay? So you get the amount of millimeters of the skin fold that you measured, and then you look at a chart. So we have a chart. Let's pull up the chart here. So if you are this skin fold, she's about 15 to 20, so she's about 13, women, 18 to 23% body fat is what she has approximately, and this is what it would go by. So you can Google this online if you're at home and see what it would be once you get your skin fold. But what is considered to be normal and abnormal? So let's look at the next graphic. So for men and women, the essential fat I talked about is how much you need to have. So 2 to 4% for men, 10 to 12% for women is what you need. For athletes, runners, basketball players, they typically are 6 to 13% for men, 14 to 20% for women. People who we say are in good shape, that's the fitness level. So that's 14 to 17%, 21 to 24%. What's acceptable is the next level, and then we look at obese. So this is how we decide.
So Renee falls between athletes and the fitness level.
Right.
Correct?
Right, exactly.
Dang, girl, good for you.
So,
You look good. Thank you.
So what's critical for you to understand is that when you look at your lean body mass, we're looking at that mass of your body that is not the fat. And so it's the body fat percentage we're concerned about, not from an aesthetic standpoint, but for a health standpoint.
Right, because if you are obese and you're carrying 31% for women and over, that puts burden on all of your organs,
That's
correct?
right. And even though my best friend Michael Strahan can't stand when I say this, but he can't stand this. It's the apple shape that's problematic because you have the abdominal fat around your organs, your heart, your abdominal organs.
Everything that's vital.
That's right. And studies have shown that correlates more to heart disease and other kind of chronic illnesses. So that's why the body fat percentage makes a difference, and where it's located also makes a difference. Pear shape is better than apple shape. And who's a pear shape? Secretary Clinton is a pear shape.
I got the biggest in Dayton, that's for sure. I'm pear-shaped. And I am fit. You know, I can cook. I can cook. In the gym, too. So I think this is fascinating. I think we all need to get off the scales and get on trying to map out
your body fat percentage and where it's located. Those are 2 important points.